Hi, and welcome to another of these catalogs. This one is going to be a pretty short one, so don't be alarmed. Hopefully you'll enjoy it anyway. So in this video, I'm going to go through a little bit of how I use reference files, or how, well, basically a smart tool to help you with your constructions. So let's just get into it. Alright, so that's just the quick intro. Sorry about that version. Alright, so I just want to start off here with one of these projects. Let me know if this Q press is a little bit too big. Maybe, hopefully you can see through it. So this is just one of the, I'm going to go here to the right file, the right project. So this is the camera slide I'm working on. It's supposed to be motorized and stuff like that. It's still pretty far along. So the truth here is that most of these models, except for this one here, for example, which I uploaded, you can download separately, which is a camera plate adapter. But most of these parts, except for the Manfrotto head here, all of these have been modeled by myself. So for example, when I needed the stepper motor, so let's just get that motor. Where are you? There you are, in MS-17. So if I can just isolate this one. So this is, well, basically I modeled this. So I took just my caliper and measured a stepper motor. It's not more difficult than that. And I've shown you guys how to do that. Just attach some materials to it so it looks good. Made all the screws and stuff like that. And well, we could look through it. It's just a bunch of components all put together, they're all working together, there's one big body and stuff like that. Anyway, that's not at all what I want to show you. So there are a lot of like details, like these bearings, for example, that I had modeled myself. I just took whatever I had. But let's say that you're designing something new and you really want to make sure that you get good reference data. Maybe you want to have a pulley system here on the stepper motor. Maybe you need some screws, some bearings, some just standard stuff and things that you want to have in your material list later. There's actually a really smart add-on already available within Fusion 360 that might be a hidden gem for many of you. So I'm going to show you how you can use it more or less. So let's say you go here to Insert. So this is a built-in tool as of today, 2017 March 10, or whatever the day is today. This has been here for quite some time in the software, and hopefully we'll have it stay here as well. So what you can do is that you can click here, insert a McMaster-Carr component. So it opens up this window here. Now remember, you kind of have to sign up to get the full use. Otherwise, I think I got one free thing before I had to sign up. So just sign up from the start. They want to have your name and your email address, but that's it. You don't have to make any, maybe you did do a password. I don't remember. Anyway, what you can do here is, first of all, you can search for stuff. So let's say I would need a camera bolt for the screw here. I need to have a 1/4 inch bolt, which is the standard for camera attachments. So first of all, I could browse to it. So let's do that. Let's click on nuts. We can select all different cool types of nuts, but in this case, it's just a standard hex nut. It's not that interesting. Again, this is kind of over my level. I would just use like standard stuff. For this one, we need a, let's say, let's see, an extreme steel. That's pretty cool. And it should be 1/4 inch 20. So I'm going to click on that. The tool here, it wants to add to cart. So what you can do is you can actually order all of this, especially if you're in the US. Me in here in Europe, I don't think it's as easy, but I could order all the parts that I needed. But let's just say for this video, we'll just click on the product description, and we'll go down here to what's already pre-selected. So 3D step is already selected, so that's what we're going to use. So just click save. And what's actually happening is that it's downloading this to my Fusion file and inserting it. So we now have a selected component here. Let's see, I'm just gonna move this window in. There we go, now we fixed it. All right, so there we have it. What we can do as well, now when I'm speaking about components here, We could move this component, so we'll just create a, sorry, let's just capture the position. We'll create a joint. This will be the moving component. Let's see, we can use, it's there, we have a circle. We can use that one. And component 2 is this hole here. Let's just do rigid. We'll just move it into place, turn it around, etc., etc. It should be up there. So that's all I really want to do, just add a component. Now a nut is kind of easy to do yourself, but now you get a real part. And also, for example, on these ones here, I want to use a nut inside here, so M5. Let me just isolate this part so you can see what I'm doing. So let's activate this one and isolate. So actually inside here we do have a groove for an M5 bolt. So let's just do the same step again. Insert McMaster-Carr. Let's see if we can search for that. So I'm just going to search for M5 and we get, well, those aren't really correct. Let's just navigate to it instead. That seems to be much easier. And we need it to be metric. So there we go, metric high strength. Sure, why not? We need an M5. There we go. Let's click on product detail and go down where we can see the drawing. That looks good. That's how it looks. Let's insert that. So we save it and we can now move it around. So there we go. Now, since I had this component active, the file here actually gets inside of this component, which is exactly what we wanted to. Again, we can do the joint, capture, joint, take, yes, this one towards this one. Well, yeah, that's correct, but also not. So there we go. We can kind of see that I don't really have a lot of margin here. So I should probably, oops, that's not the way. So I should probably like push these one here a little bit. So just select them. All of these here. I need a little bit of more margin, don't you think? Let's say minus 0.1. Well, that's probably a little bit too much. Let's say that. Just to make sure that we have a little bit of margin. Awesome, so that's how we do that. Now let's just keep digging here. What can we actually find? What else can we find in McMaster-Carr? There's a lot of different tools here. Maybe some magnets, some nailers, rivet tools. Let's see, can we, I haven't tried this before, but here you can see you have bearings as well. Is it possible to like insert, let's see, ooh, flow and level control, that's nice. Let's see, do we have anything really cool here? Raw materials, do we have, let's insert a grinder. Do you think we have a CAD model of this grinder? Let's say angle grinder. Here. What? That's odd. I'm not going to show you my mail, sorry, but I'm going to look through it. Okay, maybe I clicked too much and I want to just verify that I'm still me. So that's interesting. Let's see here. Can I just take one? And product detail. Is there a CAD drawing? No, there's no CAD drawings. Oh. Okay, now we know that at least. So I'm going to click on one just random here. When there's a CAD model here, let's go back here to something we had before. So let's say these flange nuts, standard size. Yeah, so here we see it. So this is for when you had the CAD part. So this is how you will actually be able to use it. So let's insert. Well, I was talking about bearings before, so why not actually do that and insert a bearing? We have them somewhere. Do we even have a stepper motor? Stepper motor? We do have stepper motors. Let's say here a NEMA 17, which we had before. This one has a CAD drawing. That looks cool. Insert it. And if I had just done this before, I would probably have saved a lot of time. So let's just capture that. Let's join this towards that. Awesome. Move it down. There we go. All right, so now we have a NEMA 17 in here. Pretty awesome, and we saved a bunch of time. And if we want, we can just order it later. And as a quick small tip, you've probably already seen this, but I want to show you how to texturize parts of an object. So let's just hide these here. So this is just the final thing, so thanks for sticking along. Let's see, so you click on materials, basically, right click, either there on the material, and then just appearances. So for this model, we can assign the material to bodies or faces. So let's just start off with like some basic material. I have some bead blasted aluminium here. So let's just assign that, and as you can see, we get some sort of texture here on the object. And then let's move on to faces, and let's just pimp this. Can we select these faces? Maybe we can. Let's just remove. No, okay, that's not what we want. I guess we can't. Wait a minute. Faces. We can do like this. Select more of them. You get it. Anyway, so thanks for watching this a little bit of a shorter video. Hope these tools can help you a lot. Just getting reference data that is hard to measure or painful to measure. Maybe just know that you want to use M5s, and let's say, for example, a project that you just want to keep it to one bolt nut size and one bolt size, and just add some stepper motors. Maybe there's even some Arduino boards and stuff like that. Just search for whatever like extra component you need, and everything from your model to your design will look a little bit better. And speaking of that, we'll probably look into the rendering part of Fusion 360 in the next episode. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll see you in there. Thanks for watching. Bye.